Secondly, the movie industry of a thing, for a government to dissolve it, it will cause a whole lot of people to be handicapped, to be jobless, because a lot of them, that's where they live their life. That's where they put food on their table. So
No,
if
sorry,
government
sorry,
wants to,
sorry to cut you. Sorry, I will let you continue. Just sorry. What we mean by the government should dissolve, not just to dissolve it complete 100%. No, they should dissolve it in extent for them to come in and able to look into their financial aspect and look into the people that actually control that industry. You understand? So that they can put teams in place together. That's what we mean by dissolving it. Dissolve the leaders. The leader who are on top at the moment, the leader who are there, who are managing this Nollywood, they are not fit enough to managing. Because if they are fit enough, believe me, all these things we are saying here now, we will not be saying it. Because the leader we know, before any producer should go for his movie set, the proper security, life insurance should put in place. A proper life should be protected. Some of them go to site without those security officers. Do
Yes.
you know? Okay, sorry, I will let you continue. Let's use this guy, Sylvester, the other day. He went to which other country to shoot a movie. Yeah, what happened to him? He almost died. Do we understand? But we hear about the story of that guy. Yeah? But what happened? If, like, there was a proper security, when you go to a different country to shoot a movie, yeah, you get there, you go with security to protect you. Will all that incident happen? No. But in Nigeria, I've seen some of those movies. When I visited Nigeria, I was at a time, I saw the way they were shooting a movie. People gathering. There's no police officer. There is no bouncers. It's just them doing it. But is it done that way? No. We all know Nigeria, anything can happen. Street boys, area boy can come to you and fight you. Who is there to protect you? All these things should put in place. You see our politicians go to campaign. Don't they go with heavy security? Why does they do it? For their security. But why can't the Nollywood industry have the same mindset to protect themselves? But they don't have it. So you can continue, please.
so like as I was saying, thank you very much for that highlighting. I'm also coming to that area. So, if the government should dissolve it, it will really cause a disaster to a lot of them. You understand? So, but like you said, government should look into it properly and
Yeah.
put things in order. The government should come in at this point of time. The government has to come in, because if initially the Nollywood industry leaders, they put things in order, it will even attract the government to come and like appreciate them, to support them. But now that the Nollywood leaders have failed, now the Nollywood needs the government to come in and put them in place in a lot of things that is lacking in that Nollywood. So that is what I want to contribute. But in the aspect of dissolving it totally, I'm not in support of that. If they are going to give them suspension for like 6 months, 1 year, for the Nollywood leaders to come together, yes, to restructure themselves, is good, is fine. So that when the Nollywood is now coming up again, it will be something different from the Nollywood we used to know back then.
And if they are coming back, they should bring like their rules and regulation.
Yes, definitely. There will be a rules and regulation. Government, everything they need to carry out in that Nollywood industry. But I still insist that anybody that wants to have a channel, whether you want to have Odumodu channel, whatever channel you call it, if there is no life insurance governing it, that channel should not come to the timeline at all. It should not be
a producer that is not financially stable, that cannot provide a life insurance for his
life insurance. Exactly what I'm saying. Because
we are saying
covers anybody that is coming to that your channel.
You cannot have a brand. You cannot have a brand you went by. You are not even qualified for. It's
Nigerians, we like being our own. We just want to be our own shine.
Our boss.
What stops them from working with Nollywood? There is nothing you want to tell me like, say, if you have a TV, you should have life insurance. what stops you from working with the industry? Like what you said before, one of our sisters said, if you want to have your TV, let it be your own personal life. Maybe you work from
Life.
ShopRite to Walmart, just like that. Let it be your own personal life, not you saying you want to act a movie. You know, you start bringing even the ones that are not even talented. You just, okay, just pay me 50.
Mm-hmm.
That is where the corruption comes in. That is
That
where
is why
they have this
that is why Nigeria moving today. There is nothing positive to learn from Nigeria
you
moving.
understand? Let them still work with the Nollywood. Like, see what you have in most American movies, like I watch. You don't see social person TV. You
No,
understand?
Even Bollywood, you
That you
don't see
call them
that.
Hollywood. No, like, wait, what I mean is that they have their own, like, their own directors that act movies with them. But if we in Africa we want to direct them, we still direct them to Hollywood as a
our channel.
whole, like total. But we Nigerians, when we come, we want to say, me, I have my own TV. I cannot work with this person. No, I cannot work with that person.
Mm.
No, you start making things scattering for yourself. Everybody now
Okay.
wants to live their own selfish life. Hey, I have my own TV. Why would I go and depend on somebody else? Doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Okay.
My own contribution is that, first of all, as an industry, there is a day I was watching a news, maybe around last month. That was there was an convention for Nollywood. I've forgotten the program in particular. Most of them were there. The hall was crowded, you know, and you see the way everybody was on his with his or her phone, trying to
Can we power
improve
tap, please? Can we power
his
tap,
or
please? You are
her
not power
TV
tapping,
or
please. Can we
channel.
power tap for me, please?
But I thought that earlier when I was a little kid, some of us think of entering the Nollywood industry. Then they told me that I have to go through one. I have to have the certificate. Like I'll have to go through the school, whether university, and go for some training, then go through screening before I will be able
My sister,
to.
that was then. No, that was, sorry to
Here,
cut off, that was then. Now,
okay,
currently, now, like let me say, for the past 10 years now, especially the Igbos, they will just bring all their Igbo speaking people and put in the movie industry from primary school, from secondary school. You understand? Not to
uh,
talk of say they wan go school first, they want to go to school, study theatre art and have a certificate. Is a lie. That was then.
No, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore.
okay,
They
okay,
don't do that.
and
It
that
was
is
before with your certificate, you are qualified to take care of
uh,
any room. That was then. No, now they don't do it like that.
No,
and
so
that
my
is
brother
where the
Alex
problem. And
she did not mean
if you
any
look
harm
at
by why the Igbos. Yeah, please.
if,
So please,
if you
when
look
we
at
are
what
saying
I'm
something, we should not
saying,
make sure. Hold on, please. Just hold on, please.
okay,
When we are saying something, we should not call any tribe name. Yeah, whether the Igbo or the Yoruba or the Edo, please. We don't call any tribe name. We are just say just say some parts, please. Yeah, please.
okay. So like what I'm saying, that is where the problem starts. Because that time they were having those systems and method of screening and the procedures before you will be able to be registered in the industry. One, we have few actors and actresses, and when a movie is produced, you see the beauty and the originality of that movie. But now, if you watch a movie from this channel and you go to another channel, it will still be the same movie. Some will now do their own in their own dialect, while some will do their own in their own tradition. You know, that kind of thing. They are not doing anything there again. It's now look as if everybody have now been divided. Me and my family, or me and my friends, and that is what happened to Pope now. This movie that he went to produce is not even, let me say, the producer is not well known like that, and him that is a big actor, a well-known actor, will just subject himself to this kind of mockery. You see, that's why I say that it is an honest mistake. And the way they go after money, these actors and actresses, God, is something else.
Yeah, that is truth.
They don't care about their lives nowadays. Some
It's
of them
quick
will
money.
do some things like, if I just look at them, this thing will just be so disgusting to me, without knowing that life has no part two. Any little thing, the person will be gone, and they'll be saying it should just be like a story like this. We'll just be talking. After the whole thing, the person will not come back to life. And when it comes to the part of the government, we are in Nigeria. Even no sector in Nigeria is perfect now. Start from the education, movie industry, food, security, or any of them. That's why I said, where anywhere you are, anywhere you find yourself, try everything possible to keep yourself safe.
Okay.
So some people will be in Europe and say, here in Europe, here we are not in Europe, we are in Nigeria. So now, what you can see is survival of the fittest.
Mhm.
So that's just my own advice.
Okay.
If we are waiting for the government to come and help us, we will still wait for them till like 10 years or 15 years. Nothing will happen. If this
Okay.
president go down, another person will come. They will still be looking for their own
Guys,
benefits.
power tap for
Why we
me,
all
please.
die?
Power
You
tap for
see?
me. Let's get the light to 50K. We will be okay. Thank you.
So
So the
please,
next
it,
question, I believe we all have a say on that. The next question I want to ask, and we are six in on the panel, right? So everyone will have a say on it. At least let's do it like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, so that it's easy for us to rotate it to different questions. Now that, as we have said, that how the government should help that aspect, what peradventures, if the government actually is ready to help, even the people inside the industry we are talking about, they are not ready to help themselves. You
yes.
see, sometimes we are very smart to say government is this, government is that. But sometimes the government actually try to do something. But the people there believe if government come in, government will overtake that position from them, right? One of
Mm-hmm.
the reasons today we see sometimes in Africa, we are actually a little bit more behind than the Western world. You understand? But one of my sister made statement earlier. She said that in other parts of the country, you see their government who assist. We understand in our country, Nigeria, the government, I would say they don't assist it because we don't even know. They might actually be assisting them, but sometimes they don't actually also say it because this is why I say the organization needs to be restructured. So let's put aside about this guy. Something brings something to discuss about something. I said something earlier. Today we discussed that roads are bad in Africa. Let me say Nigeria generally. Why I'm going is still linking to this guy though. You will see, I don't know if some of us have watched Terminal Bridge yesterday, the news on Instagram as well, how accident occurred on that Terminal Bridge. We all knew that the Lagos State government actually quickly do that bridge. The road is very good, and people are driving that road now. And when they are when on the wheel, they don't actually think of their life. They think about that speed, how they should get to their destination in less than 20 minutes, something journey of 1 hour. If Lagos State government, as well, they did that terminal bridge, now accidents is happening in that terminal bridge every blessed day because the road is very good. If other roads in Nigeria are good like that, don't we think that we have a lot of accidents? Just like now, this guy went on that boat without no life jacket. But we also seem to forget that the boat people, those people that use that who drove that boat, yeah, they have organization. That organization as well need to have this life jacket to make sure any passenger they take pass through that sea must be able to wear that protection. We also seem to forget that those people, they also have to have a diver, life saver, in case any accident that
Yeah.
happen in that sea that can also rescue
Rescue
those
people.
people. But those people as well, I believe they are not even doing anything. So sometimes we might blame this guy. We might also blame him too much. You understand? We might also blame that producer. We might also blame the producer too much. Because those people as well, these are different setup of organization that take them to pass that sea. Those people as well need to be questioned. Not just the Nollywood. The Nollywood is at fault, but those who also they are also at fault. That's just another direction we should be looking at. Because sometimes we just blame on some part, we don't actually look on the other side. Because those people to be blamed. Because it's their duties to make sure it's just like they are like the driver. If your vehicle break down along the road, who to be blamed? It's not the driver, the driver. If your fuel run out of fuel along the road, who to be blamed? It's not the driver. If your brake pad have expired in your vehicle, who to be blamed? It's not the driver. So we should also channel that anger to those departments. Because they are the ones that fail to protect the life of their passengers. They neglected the life of their passengers. And all this we must also look into. Because at the end of the day, the federal government or the Nollywood cannot do all. The other part of the setup of those would also need to play their part so that the life can also be protected. You understand? We might be blaming them. Now we don't know. Maybe the director, the movie producer actually paid those people to make sure their passenger is being taken good care of. But at the end of the day, they fail to say, "Sir, don't worry now. We can take you guys then and where we pass every blessed day." We know Nigerian mentality. We are very selfish. We only think about our personal interest. We only think about our pocket. You understand? So that's why I said that sometimes it's not just really about the government or the Nollywood. Sometimes it's about the people that drove that boat. We should also blame them. As we said earlier, one person said, he said the driver of that boat, he were nowhere to be found because he's well protected. When they protect themselves, they don't care about their passengers. If their passenger is being protected, when that thing happened, because they were having crew, when the accident happened,
You can never be sure. Sorry about that. You can never be sure if the driver of the boat also he's safe and he's okay. Maybe he's drowning also. Maybe he
I
has
don't
drowned
think
also.
so.
They cannot find his
No,
body.
ma.
No,
It's rare. It's
How
rare.
are
No.
they sure that?
A boatman
So,
can never drown on the sea.
See, hello, ma.
ah,
Hello,
Yeah.
ma.
yeah.
The driver on that boat, the way he held because I've had experience with that for a while now. The way he held the boat and was cool, like the way he was smiling on that boat with the glasses because he's with a celebrity, shows it's not his first time running that route.
No. It's
It's
the
not
Yeah,
his
of
first
course.
time
If
running
you're a
that route.
boat driver somewhere, is not just your first time. Yeah.
Yes, it's not the first time running that route. Now, anybody that is doing a boat business, you fortify yourself.
100%.
That is how it is. I've never had a situation where I am and I heard the boat sank and the driver was nowhere. Okay, this one that happened just on Sunday in my place. The boat driver, they held the guy. They had to even dissolve the whole boat union because they got to find out that the driver was drunk and he entered the boat. Nobody knew.
Ah,
So the propeller, the iron on the blades on the engine now got to hook on a net, a fisherman's net. So that was what tumbled the boat, capsized the boat. So, but he survived. So it is very rare. Except you want to tell me that driver is his first time, but it's rare.
even he
for you
was
to
drunk,
hear-
but he survived.
He survived. Imagine somebody that was drunk survived. So what are you trying to tell me? It is very rare
Because
for
he
a
know the
driver
water. Because he know
on
the
the sea
water. You know.
on the sea to get drowned. It is very rare. Except maybe
It's
that
very
driver, it is his time to die. That
to
one you
die.
cannot stop it. But said it's not his time. There is nothing you want to say. He will definitely survive. Now, on the group chat, I'm seeing most people are saying, why don't you teach us how to perform PROP, CPR? See,
CPR.
I tell Nigerians we are ignorant. You have a smartphone. You don't need me to come in the general group to tell you something. You understand? You want to perform a
very easy.
CPR. You go online, you have a smartphone, go on YouTube. They will show you videos on how to do it. As I'm saying it with my mouth, you might not even actually know what I'm saying. When I say
Understanding.
when I say airways, and some people will be like, which one be airways again? You go online, YouTube, carry your phone, how to perform CPR. YouTube will bring out the videos. There are cartoons, there are people doing it. You do it, you learn it yourself. Don't come to a general group. Just like when somebody will now ask you what is boat ride or what is a boat driver. It sounds silly. You have a smartphone. We call ourselves the Generation Z, I mean the GZ.
Gen
There's a
Z.
reason why they call us that. Not you coming any little thing you want somebody to tell you. Like I have a
To
friend,
educate you.
if he speaks some kind of English and I ask him, what do you mean? He say, Madam, that's why you have a smartphone. Browse it yourself. So we should stop being ignorant and be asking people, what is this? How can I do this? Yes, you want safety
No,
tips,
it's
I will
not
tell you.
bad to ask question, and it's not bad to be teach. Like in the Western world, you have to go to school. You don't just go online and learn how to do CPR. You learn it from professionals.
Exactly.
You learn
That's
it
what
from
I'm saying.
professionals. It's better to learn it and practice it yourself
Yourself.
instead of just watching it on your smartphone or smart TV. It's a whole different thing when you learn CPR from a person that is teaching the CPR. You are there. You are performing it yourself on
Yourself.
the on the Barbie instead of just watching it on the TV. When you're
Yeah,
in Europe, when you go for driver's license, they don't tell you go and learn CPR on TV or on your smartphone. You go and do it in the class, 8 hours class. You are there for 8 hours learning how to do CPR, not just watching it on your phone or something. That is not enough. People just post those videos. You can enlighten yourself with it on your smartphone, enlighten yourself, know the basic things. But if you want to go deep into it, you need
Can
a
we power
teacher,
tap, please?
a
Can we
professional teacher
tap
that
for
has
this?
to teach you,
The
and you
UI is
practice it
going down. We're
yourself.
not power tapping.
You
yes,
practice it
there are
yourself
actually
before
schools for
ever
those
you
things.
can say that, and you have a certificate before ever you can say that I know how to do CPR.
That's what I'm saying. We have those schools for it, but what I'm saying is when somebody like this morning, I think last night, I came on TikTok, I saw Daddy Freeze. He was doing a live video and he asked somebody that please can you tell us how to do CPR? And the person
Yeah, I
was
think I saw the
now
video as well.
I
yeah,
saw
and the
that
person was
too.
now
I watched
narrating
that.
that the freeze was, and I was like, this that was what even turned me off from the live when he was doing. I went off because I said you don't just tell people to start telling you CPR. Okay, I mean not all nurses do CPR. If you can quote me right, not all nurses do CPR.
I
Now,
think if you're a nurse, all of them that's the
It
basic.
is mandatory as a nurse to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
CPR.
yes,
It's
it
it
is.
is.
mandatory.
Is
It
do
is.
CPR.
Yeah.
It
All
is okay.
nurses,
It is
that's the
mandatory.
basic.
CPR.
So,
Yeah.
but you see, he was now telling people, okay, who can teach us CPR? I can tell you the theory part of it. You understand? I'm good at the theory part, but when it comes to the practical, I don't know how to
Practical.
do it.
Exactly.
See,
You
Now you're
understand? So
talking.
what I was expecting him to say
Yeah.
was to tell people, you look for the schools that do
The
that.
theory part. Yeah.
You look for the schools online, you can get it, but when you want a practical type, you look for the schools. There are safety schools that does all those things. They
Mm-hmm.
are just like when you want to say you want to be a firefighter, you understand? Okay, I did a firefighter training, the theory part. Now, when I went to my
To
company,
do
I told them
physical.
I'm actually a firefighter. And the man asked me, have you fought fire before? I said, no, but I learned the theory part. And the man was like, you don't just work on the theory part. You have to know the
Work on the
practical thing.
practical.
Can we power tap, please? Power tap
You
for me.
understand?
The
So
view is going
that was
down.
what
Power
turned me
tap,
off from
please.
his life when he was not trying to explain what.
Power tap, please. Just tap for me. Just tap your screen. It's take nothing, please.
And the person that was teaching us CPR, truly, that person is a certified CPR consultant or is a certified nurse, like he or she claimed. You understand? So please, let's try to, if you want to learn something, let's try to go through the appropriate route so
The
that
appropriate
tomorrow you have
channels. Yeah.
something to defend it. Yes.
please, please, I want to say something.
Yeah, please.
And I stand to be corrected. Please, I think what the young man in the comment section was asking was different. You got him wrong. He was asking, he said, I wish it's compulsory or I wish it's mandatory for every adult in Nigeria to go through CPR training. He wasn't saying that he doesn't know what
No,
CPR
no, no. I
is.
was not referring to him. There was somebody else that said, "Can you?" I think the TV guy or something like that.
Yeah, he said,
Before
Okay,
can
he
you
came
teach
online.
us?
that's
Yeah, can you
fine.
teach us how to
Now,
do
But
CPR?
it's
that,
not
that,
also mandatory for everybody in the country to know CPR or to do CPR.
No,
no, I
it's
said
not
that's the
mandatory.
question. I said
It's
that's
not
what the man was
mandatory.
asking. That's what he was asking. But she said she was referring to something else. That's fine. And to respond to your question, and the CPR you're talking about is for nurses is mandatory. If even from your
Yes.
first year in school, you go through
Yeah.
CPR training up to your final year in school. Then, and I think what we're discussing right now, we're leaving the topic completely and we're doing something else. And before I just go that, I'm going to say CPR training, if there was health practitioner around, probably they would have attempted CPR on
On him.
Pope before he passed away. That would have kept him until the oxygen arrived or the full medical team on board. But that's notwithstanding, he's gone. And how can the government support them? That was what you were
Support that
asking.
was the question I asked earlier,
Okay,
isn't
for
it? Yeah.
me, I think government should provide medical health insurance for them free of charge, just like they
Just
do
for
for
Nollywood
every civil
actors.
servant. No, they are saying what is the possible thing government can do. This is my opinion.
Okay.
No, that's
I'm saying for my own opinion, government should enroll any satisfied actress or actor haven't gone through the whole process and is now satisfied, just like we satisfy our medical doctors, our health practitioners. Any satisfied, when they have gone through the right channel, not from the back door, if they've gone through the necessary training and they are satisfied, they should be enrolled automatically on health insurance. And that's number one. Number two, they should be generally every god they should prove that in health go and Nigerians are we're backward. We're backward. And it's making us because if we have more
making noise.
it's not from my side. I don't know where that's coming from, but I
It's not
think
from you. It's
okay.
the other guy. Yeah, it's taking more.
Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to say. They should enroll all of them if satisfy
Somebody else.
ones. Dissolving them is not closing them, and it's not also stopping them from doing their personal business, like opening their personal channel. I don't think they should be stopped from opening their personal channel because they also put in a lot of work to provide produce those movies. And if they decide to, if you want to, let's have a grand where if you want to do your personal thing, you should be left out of the industry. We now know that you are at a production and you are not Nigerian, you are not
Nollywood.
representing Nollywood. That's what I think. Then, but for those that are saying this is an organization and we are representing Nigeria, Nigerian government should, just like the Nigerian government buy private jets for their girlfriends. So what's there? Why can't they do it for those people?
Yeah. God bless you. You see that statement you just raised, man. You are very right. If anyone that feel she or him have the power to set up his own TV channel, before that he have to go to the appropriate right authority to evaluate if that's what him or she about to do. She have that funds or she's qualified and all that. That is where I said that is where me saying the government will look into it. They will have the people not working with the Nollywood, not somebody working within friend and friend thing. Somebody different panel that will not look into it, that will be certified that okay, you have this power. We believe in that you can able to channel this project by yourself. Then you are not a private person. You are not a self-employed on your own. No longer with Nollywood. That it will help to reduce this accident that just happened. Because if this movie was properly done with Nollywood as a whole, as a brand, it will not happen. It will not happen. Let's be realistic. It will not happen. But because it was somebody else who was just there, I want to sponsor this. I want to produce this movie in the name of my TV channel. Go to my channel and watch it. Go to this and watch it. Let's not deviate from this topic as well. This is exactly what get Bobrisky into power where he is today. because somebody else sponsor a movie, somebody else produce a movie that believe that she's capable
Yeah,
to
sponsor her in a
channel that
movie. Yeah.
project. What now happened? She end up looking for a way to attract people to come and watch the movie. And they end up doing a premiere that end up giving an award to Bobrisky that end up to where we are today. That was the say selfish personal interest. And that movie were not addressed as Nollywood. It was addressed to personal individual as a person that channeled that program. So this is the same thing that is going on today. The whole lady will not be disrespect and award a male as the best dresser in Nigeria in that premiere movie. So you can see why Nigeria actually need to restructure that Nollywood as a whole to determine who is qualified and who is not qualified to hold a TV channel. That goes people through on that.
Okay, for me, like, let me say this and then I have to go.
Thank you.
Like you said, what the government have to do for the Nollywood actors, right? For me, what I think that the government have to do is that they need to have the Hollywood industry like it was before. They need to have the Hollywood industry and they have the main producers. Like, if you don't go through this producer, you are not going to be in the movie.
God bless you.
And then, do they have acting schools in Nigeria that you have to go to acting school first before you become an actor or actress?
Yeah, academy. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
they
they
do.
do.
Okay, you go to that academy and finish it, and then you go to the industry that I want to be. Nollywood has to be Nollywood like Hollywood or like Bollywood. You know, it has to be like that. You don't have to be scattered. Now it's too scattered. You know, it has to be organized. And then when it's organized like that, they have to have a channel to go through that channel before ever you can become an actor through Nollywood, because it's for Nigerians.
Diva, mute
Right?
yourself.
And then the
please.
government have to make pension for them, where they have to pay their pension every month. They get their salary and then they get their pension through that. In that case, when they are sick, then the government have to help in to take care of them medical wise.